that it's moving through you. It's radical physics, but it's also basically true physics. Most have the perception that if this is time, that they are moving through it. And they count it on their watch. They say, yeah, it took so much time to get through something. Most people think that time-space is a defined, undeniable, almost unchangeable thing. And it's not. It's not. Your life on this planet has been ruled by time-space. You've fallen into, you've accepted time-space, that you're moving through it. You believe that you were born, and you go through your life, and then you die, and you have certain years associated with it, and you do certain things. You move through time and space. You go from today to tomorrow through time and space, and it's very linear. But the fact is, it's not. The fact is that it's not time that's defining you, that's defining your movement, your past, present, future. It's not time that does that. The reality is that here is consciousness with a circle with a dot. There's consciousness, and time, space moves through you. And in doing so, creates gravity, G, that holds everything in. Time, space is not solid. It's not a constant variable. It changes, and it changes from David to David, even though you both have the same name. It's different. Your time space is different than David's time space. Every time you move, there is a variable of time space moving through you that's different than the movements of David. The time space that's moving through you, David, is determined by your thoughts, your belief systems, your physical actions, and the level of consciousness that you are allowing. That determines the flow or the movement of time space through you. And it's different than yours because your thoughts are different, your actions are different. There are two different gravitational effects that are occurring between these two. And you go, hang on, Adamus, I thought time space was a constant, and I thought gravity was a constant. Nope. And when you can let go of that, the fact that there's a force or a power that is determining your level of life, your gravity, your flow into life, when you can let go of the fact that there is a time God out there, a time-space God out there, which there is not, when you let go of that fact that there is some power beyond you, you start experiencing freedom. Now, you're going to be experiencing this. That's why we're here. That's why we set out on this journey today. You're going to be experiencing it, and you're going to talk to some people about it. And there, we have a wise one here. She says, no way. But I guarantee you will. I guarantee you're going to have an experience with this, I don't know, a week from now, a month from now, it doesn't matter. You're going to have an experience that has a profound effect on your life, that shakes up your belief systems, that shakes up all the things that you've been holding on to, especially old emotions and old limitations. You're going to have one of those gee whiz aha moments, and you will go racing down the street to try to tell people about it, or at least your friends and neighbors, and trying to get them to get off of time, space. Yeah, okay. And it doesn't matter. And you realize that profound beauty. You'll watch as you may try to talk to them about this. You'll watch how time, space is moving through them. You'll watch how their consciousness, their thoughts, and everything else is creating the flow or the movement. But what's more important is the gravity, the suction that holds things in. Now, You say, but hang on a second, there's been a lot of scientific experiments, and there are certain properties of gravity that are, they just are. It's the physics of Earth. And you're telling us, Adamus, now that everybody has their own time space. There's not one great big one. Everybody has their own level of gravity, holding things in, keeping a reality in its shape. So what is it? Is it we all have our own, or is it one great big time-space God? It is all individual. It is your individual time-space gravity and is motivated by consciousness. And it is yours as well. But there has come to be, due to the gravity of time-space, there has come to be a mutual consensus, a common understanding. It's like a communal time-space. Most people are actually delighted to give up their sovereign time-space being and accept time-space God. Say, that's the way things are. I'll just have to go along with it. The clock hand moves at a certain pace. Objects move through space at a certain pace. That's the way things are. Next prop. I always got to have props handy. And most people are just going to accept the fact that when a ball is thrown, good catch, when a ball is thrown like that, that it is simply moving through time and space. And time and space are constant because you throw the ball back and it has a predicted and very determinable speed, arc, everything else in it. But that's just because there is a common, it's kind of a mass consciousness hypnosis about time and space. And it's true. It is true. And also at the same time, it is true that you have your own. When you begin to understand the implications of this, that's when you can be invisible. You simply go out of time. You still exist. You still have a physical body. You still have your I am. But you simply go out of their time. You simply remove yourself from the mass consciousness variable. It's amazing because it's magical, because you can still observe them. You can still be with them. But they won't see you. They won't know that you're there unless you choose to be. You manage, you own your own time, space.